Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of my Let's Play here in the world of Libeck. My name is Vida Gavia and I hope you are all well. I have tons of things to talk about today, so let's get going. First of all, apologies for not posting a video last week. I was in Sweden and I forgot to mention it in the video before that, and so that's the reason. Well, I'm back now and I have tons of things to talk about, like I said. So, and tons of things have happened. First of all, I don't know if you noticed, but I've gone ahead and installed a texture pack. Just really another layer of realism here, I suppose, or well, I guess it looks better when I record. That's the main thing. That's the main reason I did it. It's a 64-bit texture pack, or possibly 32. Anyway, it's more than I had, and it's nice. And as you can see, things look the same, but in higher resolution. So that's nice. That's nice. Second of all, I've done quite a lot of work actually since I got back from Sweden. I managed to sort out this house. I had to actually extend it by one block in this direction here, and so now it's done up here. Well, it's temporary, but it's at least it has 4 walls and stuff like that. That's kind of a requirement. The sorting system is still going working well. And all sorts of stuff like that. Also, I did realize that it's, you know, my style in this world in Libeck is quite contains quite a lot of wood, and I realized that it might have been a bit too much oak, so I did actually swap out this front as well, and I did some all-around fiddling in various places here in the base, and also in my village over in Blackwater, which I might show you later on. So that's that. So that's a texture pack, and it's Sweden, and it's fiddling around. And now we can hear in the distance, in the background, we can hear the minecart going here. So one could possibly expect us to do a Christmas episode today, but I'm not going to. I don't know how you feel about Christmas. I really like Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays. To some degree. In some ways. But in other ways I really don't like it. And I will try and explain what I mean. But first of all, later on. But first of all, we shall have a look at what we shall be doing today. See, this here is my pumpkin farm. And down here, over here, we have my sugarcane farm. And if you combine those with what we have over here, which are some eggs, some chickens laying eggs, and I have quite a lot of eggs, you get pumpkin pie. So, but that's hard work, it's annoying, and but I do really like pumpkin pie, and in fact I do like foods in Minecraft that you have to create rather than just make. I don't know, I like them for principal reasons, I suppose. It feels nicer to cook. So right here on this very spot, we're going to try and make it a bit easier for ourselves to create this pumpkin pie. What we're going to do is we're going to build, well, I'm going to call it the bakery, I suppose. And it's going to be down here. And the reason for that is that it's in between the 2 farms, and then we're going to do some terraforming and move the chickens to a pond that we're going to have sort of here-ish. And then we're going to have hoppers from all these 3 places, so the pumpkins and the sugarcane and the eggs. And the hoppers are going to lead into some dispensers that we're going to have placed here. And there's going to be a button there, or a pressure plate, and then when you stand here you will get tossed all the things you need to make pumpkin pie. And then so on the block here, on top of here, is going to be a crafting table, and you just right click on that and go ahead and make your sugar, and then you make your your pies. So that's the idea of what we're gonna do today. What that involves is, first of all, getting the hoppers to go here. And at the moment, these are picked up by these hoppers, and they end up here. And these, in the same way, end up here, along with the dirt block, apparently. And yeah, we're gonna have to fix that so that they instead go in the ceiling here, I think, or maybe, yeah, they're gonna have to go in the ceiling and then go down. It's tricky, right? Because I want this room to look nice, because it's gonna be a bakery. But at the same time, I realized that we have kind of limited space here, and yeah, it's gonna be tricky to get it to work, because and also look nice, because the thing about it is, moving items in Minecraft is fine as long as you move them sideways or downwards, but moving them upwards is a pain in the rear end. So I have to avoid that, because you know it just doesn't work very well, I don't think. It's not reliable, or it's noisy, or it's really complicated, or it's pricey, or it uses heats that are gonna get axed in 1.9, or things like that. So it's yeah, I'm gonna have to try and avoid it. Moving things upwards. So yeah, that's the plan for today, and I will get on with it, and then I will get back and talk a bit more about Christmas. Alright, so this is what we have so far. I managed to get both the pumpkins to this point and the sugarcane to this point, and well, I had to basically rewire, you might say, both of the hopper lines here, so that they still have 4 points here where they can be picked up, but then they can also be picked up, obviously, as soon as the rail goes over them here. But they all converge here and then go just basically over to there. And on the other side, it's the same story, except we have one more block to play with, because it's deeper. Oh, there's a block missing. That must be a Enderman. Yeah, so it looks a bit nicer up here on this side, but basically it's the same principle. Instead of going to the center here, they're going all to this hopper over here. And then they get picked up and transported over to here. So that's a good beginning. And I need to take a break and eat some steak. Yeah, so that's step one. I think step two is to get the eggs to go to this point here. Or actually to this point here, I suppose. But before I do that, I need to put some chests in here, because you know I don't want to lose the pumpkin and the sugarcane just because I'm building things. So I'll do that. Yeah, Christmas, guys. I know it's getting closer. It's December. First of Advent has been and gone. And I don't know about you guys, but I am really enjoying the fact that we can now have some more lights to sort of light up the winter darkness, because I find that is actually the biggest problem for me anyway with winter, is that unless it's snowy, and let's face it, it never is snowy in England, at least not in the south. It is very, very dark, and that is definitely a perk. Let's see, that works with Christmas. That you can have your candles, you can have the tree. Oh, I can't open that chest, obviously. I know it's raining, but surely that works though. For now, actually, I might put another hopper in so that I can see what I'm doing. So I like that about Christmas for sure, and there are other things as well. I really enjoy Christmas food, and you know, I enjoy having a tree again with the lights, And I enjoy, seeing the kids' reactions when they get presents and stuff like that. That's good. What I don't like is, I'm really sorry guys, I don't mean for it to rain, it just happens. Let me go inside. What I don't like is, to be honest, is the commercialization. The commercialization of Christmas. So basically where it starts in November, pretty much it starts after Halloween and then it continues until, well, mid-January or something, with various sales and all that. And while I don't principally have anything against sales, obviously, it's nice to get things cheaper, I do really, really dislike how long Christmas goes on for, and just for the reason that people want to sell things. Yeah, it's not. I just, I get tired of Christmas music quite easily, and I get tired of all the adverts that they have for Christmas stuff, and yeah, it's just not very nice. It would have been nicer with a short Christmas and more focus, maybe. And so, for that reason, that's one of the reasons I wanted to postpone the Christmas episodes, because there's going to be 2 or 3 of them. Don't worry about it. But I wanted to sort of postpone them a bit. For you guys who don't celebrate Christmas for various reasons, you might find it interesting to know that the way people celebrate Christmas in Europe anyway, and in America, is very, well, it's a mishmash, you might say, of traditions dating way back. Because obviously it's supposed to be a Christian holiday, and the reason for it is that Jesus was born, and so that's why Christians celebrate Christmas. But obviously, there are a lot of traditions that are not Christian in origin that still occur during Christmas. So I'll give you a couple of examples if you want. Well, you have no say in it really, or you can fast forward if you don't want me to talk about it. For instance, the idea that you are giving Christmas presents. Well, that is a Roman tradition, because Romans had a winter festivity in honor of Saturn, the Roman god of fertility, I want to say. And that occurred, well, exactly when I don't know, but it was during December somewhere. And what they did was basically, on one day of December, the slaves and the masters changed roles. So the slaves became the masters of the house, and the masters had to do their bidding, basically. Yep, sorry. And on that day, it was traditionally a time for everybody to give each other gifts. Oh, wait a minute, what am I doing? Let me just think for 1 second. I'm trying to put another chest in, by the way, so that we have a lot of storage for these. So that should do it, I think. So now they should end up in that one instead. Yeah. So that's something that was adapted by Christians when Rome got Christianized. So that's obviously a very old tradition, even by by anyone's standards. It's around 2,000 years old in Christianity alone. So let's see here. Let me think for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have this one lower. I'm not sure that's a bad idea anyway, because, it's fine. I might actually lower the other one instead. And if we look at something else, such as having a Christmas tree, that's Christian, right? No, it's not. I'm sorry to say. That is not a Christian tradition. That comes from, if I can remember correctly, if I can remember my cultural history correctly, that comes from... it comes from the Greeks. And I can't exactly remember what they were doing, but they took in a tree and they decorated it. probably in honor of Dionysus or something like that. So why is Christmas in December, you wonder? Well, all cultures have a festivity in December, and it's believed that when the Christianity gained popularity, they sort of adapted to that, and got on with it, and so that is why. So this goes in here. I'm just sort of trying to see what I can do here, because it's... So now everything should end up in this hopper here, yeah. And yeah, this is going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Because I now want to do this same thing on this side. And that's not going to work. Right, so if I could move that, but I can't move that, can I? So what do I do? So why can I open that chest? Ah, right, I see. Okay, I can move it, okay. Yeah. So the actual activities of Christmas, to a very large extent, are not actually Christian in origin. However, obviously, if you're a Christian, you can still celebrate the birth of Jesus, just like you would anyway. So I mean, it's no problem. And in fact, it's like that with all things, really. You know, we culture is like that. We borrow from each other. We get inspired by each other. It's all sorts of things like that, and that's a good thing. That is a good thing. That makes us feel at home in our culture, you might say, and it's a good thing. So, what Christmas food do you eat? If you're from America or England, you would eat turkey or chicken or something like that, or maybe a roast, I suppose. And right, so if I put these in now, there should be 16 at least in this hopper in a little bit. Oh no, there shan't be any 16s because I've forgotten a hopper. They're in here now, right? Yeah. So we do that, and they should be transported to here. Well, in Sweden we mostly eat ham. We have sort of a smorgasbord, which is a Swedish word, by the way. So we eat ham, eggs, herring, a lot of cold meats, and some potato dishes and stuff like that. It's all very nice. But why do we eat ham, and why do we eat roast, and what is this fixation with eggs and with, you know, turkey and whatever takes your fancy? Well, the reason we eat what we eat for Christmas is, drumroll, that in the old days, when people were farmers and they were poor, the only thing they could do for Christmas, or for the depth of winter, the deep dark winter, was to try their very best to keep all their livestock alive. But around this time of year, they usually discovered that it wasn't gonna work. They had to actually get rid of some of their livestock. And obviously they didn't want to let them die, because that would be wasteful. So instead they slaughtered them and ate them, so they wouldn't go bad, so the meat wouldn't go bad. And yeah, that's basically the reason why we have it sort of a midwinter feast. When I was a kid, we used to, my grandmother used to say that Christmas, we didn't have a Santa Claus. Instead, the guy who brought presents was a quite scary, actually. It was a that looks right, doesn't it? Yeah. It was a goat. So a human dressed up as a goat. And that has several possible explanations culturally. One of them is that it was a symbol from the Greek, from Dionysus, and you know the satyrs and all that, they had to be nice for Christmas, and so or for the winter holiday, so they would give presents. Another possible interpretation is that, and this is this was my grandmother's story. Was that during Christmas, for one day of the year, the devil had to be nice, and the devil's symbol for the devil is obviously a goat. So he had to come and give everybody presents. So there we go. There are a lot of different traditions surrounding Christmas, and it's all nice to actually know a bit about them, I think. And yeah, that's not supposed to be a chest. What am I doing now? Yeah, there we go. That's a bit about Christmas and a bit about how I feel about Christmas. I'm gonna continue off camera because this rain is driving me mad, and I'll be back when it's stopped raining. All right, and it's morning and it's not raining, and it's a beautiful day. Yes. Okay, so as you can see, there's kind of a ridge here. We're gonna have to terraform this if we want to make the chicken pond look kind of natural in a way, or like it fits into the landscape. So this here is gonna have to go. We're gonna have to figure out something here. I might lower the stair one and sort of do another step over here somewhere. And sadly, my my long-time friend since my very first visit to the jungle, my jungle wood plank here, or log here with cocoa beans on them, is gonna have to go. Probably this stuff as well. I don't mind. I think it's good. I mean, I'm gonna have them here still, but they're gonna be more part of the landscape instead of looking so, yeah, abrupt and cut off. So I'm gonna start, I think, by taking it out from here, and see where that leaves us. So let's see. Let's try and take this step out as well, and then go a bit like this. Maybe to here. Yep. And then let's see. We need to terraform a bit. Let's see. You can see how I built this now. It's all gravel and the cheapest possible materials that I had. Alright, there's water there, yeah, for the wheat, which may or may not have to stay or be altered anyway. Let's have a look here. We need to make it into a little nice slope. And then, I mean, I've discovered anyway that, I mean, I have eggs so I can sell them. Because this farm, this chicken farm, I don't use it anymore. I just have a couple of chicken in here. But this is roughly the amount of chicken I need. And I don't need too many. And so my idea would be to basically, I like it when they're in water. It kind of feels right, even though you don't actually need to have them in water anymore. So I think it doesn't have to be as big as it is, as that thing is. It just have to be sort of, you know, 4 by 3 or something like that. So that should be enough. So we can probably quite easily do something like that. Here we're just gonna see. We can make this kind of good already. It's kind of a slope already. Let's see. We fill this in. Obviously we can't have gravel here. That has to go. Right. Let's see. Oh, we could have had gravel, obviously, but where the path is going to go, but never mind. It's not like we're low on dirt, exactly, is it? Besides, gravel is kind of good anyway as a material. So it's straight here. Let's see what if it's like this. maybe something like this. Maybe. It's a bit steep in places still, I guess. Or is it? Yeah. I think maybe we... Right, well this needs to be replaced by a standing log, and we can have the... I don't know if I'll keep this. We'll see. But for now, the theme is obviously this, and then a torch on top. Kind of want to take that out. And actually I want to... Maybe this can be part of the pond actually. Let's see how that would, what that would be like. So we would go... The path would be here. So let's try and do... Obviously I filled it in, didn't I? Because I'm a numpty. Let's try and rebuild the path, first of all. And then we'll take it from there. Okay, I did look at the time before, we're kind of running low, so... Or this episode will be very long, indeed. So I will make a cut here, finish the path, and do some bits like that. And I'll be right back. Alright, so this is going to be our pond. Kind of a nice shape. And then we have to, I guess we have to bring up the hill here so that you can get up to it a little bit more. Something like that. Maybe a block there. It's still a bit steep, to be honest. Something like that. Then maybe pull this out like that. Make it look a bit natural. So there we go. This is the pond, and we're gonna have hoppers all the way, for floor, and they're gonna go down and then into this line here. So that should be that for the chicken. I'm just gonna plant some, well, plant, that sounds wrong. Okay, well actually, you know what, before I forget, so that they don't escape, I'm going to make some half slabs. And then we have all the three resources, pardon me, all the three resources that we need. And then it's a matter of cracking on down here. And I mean, I know, it looks kind of rubbish here with these hoppers going everywhere. I'm gonna try my best to make it pretty once it's working as well. But that's a matter for later, to be honest. So something like that. And then if we grab a bucket of water, but I mean, I need to do the hoppers first, don't I? So I shall get on with that, and then we will look at what we can do downstairs in the actual bakery. Yay, I'm trapped. Okay, so I've done a bit of a modification, added 2 chests here as well for eggs, which I think is a good idea, so then that way I have 2 chests for each item. Could probably do with more chests for the eggs, because they only stack in stacks of 16, but we'll see how this goes. I can easily add more, I think, so it's not that big a problem. So here I have a couple of dispensers and a pressure plate. So now we should just place these in this manner here. And then that there. And that activates them. Hey, that only activated one of them though. Or did it? Let's see here, we have pumpkins there, we have, let's put dirt in there, and then we have, okay. Why don't I get any pumpkin? 45, 45, 61. $27. Okay, this is weird. So now I should see each one go up. I don't. Why? Why no pumpkin getting? It looks like it activates. Surely it does. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's one of these fun directional things in Minecraft. Okay, so I'll fix that. And then there is another thing as well. I want to, because the sugarcane converts into sugar, like so. So we would have, if we get 1 stack of pumpkins and 1 stack of sugarcane, we should get 4 stacks of eggs, because they only stack in stacks of 16. So ideally I would have this dispenser activate 4 times and these 1 time. And so that might be something I'll try and fix as well while I'm at it. I need some sort of clock, I suppose, underneath here to trigger it 4 times, or one of those on and off things that goes off 4 times. And so that's the thing. And then what we need to do really is take this here table and put it on top of this here dispenser, and then the idea would be you come here, you click there, and then you make your pies. So it's weird though that that one doesn't activate. It looks like it activates. Okay, well anyway, I'll fix that, and I'll probably look into the clock as well, and then we'll be back. And after a couple of attempts here, I figured out that the problem was that it was dispensers, and dispensers tries to place pumpkins because they want to place them on top, for instance, of snow to make snow golems automatically and stuff like that. So I changed the whole lot out to droppers, and there we go. We can now, in 2 steps at least, make our pumpkin. And I mean, it's still a bit of a pain, but there we go. Because obviously pumpkin is a crafting thing, you have to craft it. So, and there are 2 steps that we just can't get rid of. And another thing obviously is it only dispenses 1 lot of items now. And so you can make 1 at a time. I guess you can move backwards and forwards like this, but that's quite slow. And so next steps here is going to be to, which I've started on already, is going to be to make a little clock, so that as long as you stand on a pressure plate, you will get you will get an even number of items in your inventory, and then you can just step off and craft when you're done. So that's the idea. Unfortunately, however, we are out of time. So we're gonna do one more thing before we finish this up. That is to put some water in our little pond and maybe create a couple of ducks, chicken, birds, fowl. Now let's see, where do I have my buckets? I could probably do with 2. And my inventory is full as always. But no worries. We will sort it out. So we need alright. Need to throw a bucket at the ducks. Gonna let these guys escape now, unfortunately. They've served me well. we go, down here somewhere. Should be. Where'd my other bucket go? Oh, I got it. Excellent. And, oh no, I need to get out of here as well. And I need one more inventory slot for something, such as eggs. Oh, I can get rid of the flint, it's not the end of the world. So, let's see. We will have a stream from here, I hope. And then we will have another stream from here. I don't know if this is going to work actually. They might be able to escape in various places. I guess we'll find out soon. So then I can combine these two, chuck that there, and let's chuck some eggs. Let's hope we get one at least. Ah, we got one. Oh yeah. Right, he's in there. Does he want to escape? Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can escape. Okay, so let's add a bit. I don't think he can escape now. Although unfortunately he's stuck here in the... Yeah, you should be able to escape there, mate. I haven't built that in yet, you see? Let's prevent you from doing that. No, you're gonna run away. No running away, mate. Oh my days, nothing is simple today. Where did he go? I'm sure he went into my redstone now. Where are you? Oh my days, I'm gonna go get some more then. Oh, here I was. I wanted to end with some ducks in the pond. Let's see, let's grab more eggs. Nope. That's a good thing I did too. Oh, come on. How hard is it to spawn a couple of chickens? Apparently it's very hard. Alright, let's try with a couple more. I'm sure we will be successful eventually. Oh, there we go. Damn it! I have the worst luck with chickens today. Alright. Sorry, mate. You escaped too soon. Okay, anyway, never mind that. I am out of time. And kind of out of patience with these chickens as well. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. And have a nice couple of days until I see you again. And if you like this video, please feel free to subscribe. Yes, yes. And like it. Press the like button. It's very appreciated. Muchly appreciated. And yeah, I shall be back later on with a continuation of this and also some Christmas stuff. So this has been Vidagavia in Let's Play Lübeck, and I'm signing out. Bye bye!